All right, let's just continue where we was. We was looking through the COVID-19 prognostic tool, and prognostic equals 53. COVID equals 53. I note for those new, the 53rd prime is 241, the reflection of 142. Of course, I mean, coronavirus equals 142. Excuse me. Right, COVID 53, like prognostic. COVID-19 prognostic tool 262. Interesting, of course. Virus, viral, plague, China, disease, COVID-19, chaos equals 26. I think there's one I'm forgetting right now. I say plague, disease. I think there's one out. Crown equals 26. 262. Interesting. What else have we got? So, prognostic again, 53 like COVID, 53. Prognostic tool, 198, 72. Basically, happy birthday and April Fool's Day, 198. I'm sure it's either 81 or 72 chains along. And of course, the 63 and 153 with the happy birthday sequence. You really need to know that if you don't know it. Just read it in the comments. I did leave a nice bit in there. You just have to read a nice couple paragraphs. And of course, if you go through the videos, you'll hear me say it and read through it anyway with you. So let's go through the online risk calculator for COVID. What we got here? We got the age. We've got cardiovascular disease. We've got diabetes, chronic respiratory disease. We've got hypertension. We've got cancer. It says, have you had a prior stroke? Heart disease, chronic kidney disease. Well, wouldn't it want to ask you about my ethnicity? Excuse me. Your ethnicity, your origin. I'm sure being black is apparently a hazard right now. Aren't black people supposedly 4 times likely to and susceptible of getting it? This tool is based on data from the CDC interim clinical guidance for management of patients with confirmed coronavirus disease. Accessed on excuse me. Oh my goodness. On April 7th. You know, the 4-7, right? If you don't know, please go through the videos. Of course, check out Gematria Effect News. And it's because I don't want to sidebar too much right now and double back on some slides that I've got way back down there. 1,000 slides back. Just to show you some of the 47 stuff. Reason being because it's so unstable and it might just stop recording. So, as I say, if you go through the videos, you catch me going into it about the 47, and of course, feel free to check out Gematria Effect News, Zachary K. Hubbard, and you will surely find out. Alright, let's move on now. So, on to this one. Jez not on. Residents hit out at Jeremy Carver State where people treat lockdown as a joke and roam streets like animals. Okay. Jez not on. So straight away, you're talking about, you know, them not obeying the lockdown rules, etc., right? Treating it as a joke, lockdown and that. And imagine, lockdown equals 119. So here we have the caption. Jez not on. Of course, the Jeremy Kyle show, a show that got cancelled, was it last year? Because there was some interesting deaths, I'll say it that way. If you go through my uploads, you will see that I've covered it. And some of the recent stuff this year as well. So, lockdown 119, Jez not on 119. Also, lockdown, I'm sure equals 38. Pandemic equals 38. Martial law equals 38. You see? We've got here like animals. Can't see too much from there. I mean, I can see a couple of things, obviously, government and Masonic. 52, 74, 43, but just trying to get the significance with the story, of course, rather than just saying, oh yeah, that goes with that just because it goes with that. Which we're never about in this part of the community. We just, we just stick with the facts, and the facts is clearly the spell that they've put us under, subjecting us to. And some can actually break and see through the spell. Again, your name for God is Tetragrammaton. Go figure. The same word articulated to Yahweh, Jehovah, etc., etc. Key part of that, of course, is within the Tetragrammaton. The old name for God, of course, is grammar. And of course, we're dealing with the word of God, right? God spoke the word into existence. They say in the Bible, let's go down and confuse them with language and all that jazz. It's not hard to understand why in the movie The Matrix, that they're currently making the fourth one of, almost 20 years later, or even though it's on pause because of the pandemic stuff, but, it's not hard to realize why they read the screen in the movies The Matrix. Yeah? If you come across this work and you don't clock to that, well then you need to wake up very quickly and unplug. So there's your martial law. 70 as well, like coronavirus 70. Oh god, is that frozen on the screen? Oh, it's gone now. Okay, so why does that come back on? Oh my god. Crazy. If you watch my last video, you know why I'm saying that. I mean, wow, okay. So Jeremy Kyle State is being dubbed 233. Behave like animals 68. Bear with me here. You know what? I didn't see that much with that, so we can move on to the next story. All right, on to this one. I saw this one about a minute's worth of it. I think it was on Sky News or something like that. Anywho, let's see where this one goes, yeah? This is murder. Piers Morgan says death of station worker who was spat at by thug claiming to have coronavirus was murder. Note the time, you got the 37 minutes past. And then 24. I don't think there was a major thing with the 24. But let's just continue. We'll see what I had up there. Now, you should already be laughing because right here, 1 minute 55. Coronavirus equals 155. Immediately, I'm like, oh my god. And of course, you say 24 minutes past 10. So you kind of say it backwards. 241. Of course, reflection of 142. Coronavirus 142. And COVID-19 equals 53. The 53rd prime is 241 anyway. So, again, understand the vision board. Law of attraction and all that jazz. And why you wasn't taught this in elementary school about the elements, the alchemic nature of where you are, your causality on it. Anywho, this is murder. 163. Of course, Kill 64, Thelema 64. Just check out Aleister Crowley. Google him. 163. Unbelievable. Of course, RIP, murder equals 38. The 38th prime is 163. Unbelievable. Of course, if you're new again, check out the song by The Police that came out in 1983 called Murder by Numbers. Check out the movie with Sandra Bullock called Murder by Numbers that came out in 2002. Of course, the 22nd prime is 79. Murder equals 79. And of course, Sandra Bullock equals 83. It's not hard to see why the main of the individuals that get picked for certain parts and roles or that contract to sing, because you have and bear a specific resonance about you, but because of the time you was born and the name that you have, or coincide with just the frequency of the time that you're born, but then they give you a different stage name. So maybe it amplifies it. You know what I mean? Right, so this is murder, 163. Again, RIP, death, murder, council destroy, found dead, and more. Death 38, murder 83, 38. So Piers, Stefan, Perky Morgan. Of course, he's born 30th of March, right? 65. In 65, he's born, of course, coronavirus equals 65. Corona equals 33. Maybe 30 as well itself anyway, but definitely 33. Of course, 30th of March, dropped to 0. Now, the 30th prime is 113 anyway. Of course, the Talmud, the passage in the Talmud where it says, to circumvent the Gentile in a legal setting. This is Baba Kamar 113a. And it's amazing when you understand the spells and the spelling and how they pigeonhole specific words. Obviously, if you're new, you just went through some of the death, RIP, murder ones. And then here, note, politics, clear to see, fiction, mainstream, green screen, clear to see, not factual. Is it not true as well? Bullshit, politics, World War, and more. Probably even Decepticon as well, all equal 113. Isn't that amazing? And we're talking about in a legal setting that they can lie to you if you want to be susceptible to it and you want to be lied to and not realize what's going on, and to understand if they're going to do all of this campaign, think about your potential power of what you are and can be. That's all I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? So for the kids that get sent off to the local schools, which I like to call the local concentration camps, it's pretty crazy. So anyway, let's continue. So 1 month, 13 days. Of course, with it checked, it's going to be 114, Wuhan virus 114. What was the time at the start? It was 9:37. With his birthday, Piers Morgan this year, he's got a life lesson of 37. And COVID, for COVID-19, COVID equals 53. We already spoke about that. Unbelievable. Numerology of 53 as well. Of course, Q44. Unbelievable. 62 is in there, the reflection of 26. For COVID, China, virus, viral plague, disease, crown 26. Now, if you go back on my last couple of videos, if you just stumble into this, or if you've been following, you should be kind of laughing, because I did kind of say, when you go through this decoding, the mainstream media and such delights, you start to notice specific overlaps, and then with the timings, and then, okay, they bundled that story because that had that specific features, and specific highlight points that will go nicely to bear more resonance with what they want to do for their vision board. So it's just interesting. If you go back from, I think it was Chelsea Dack, I think it was that one. Just note this and then go back to that one. If it's not that one, it's one of the last uploads that I just did recently. So, I mean, just take it in. Unbelievable. If it wasn't Chelsea, it's definitely one of the other ones. I definitely did it today. So, 37 minutes past 9. Unbelievable. Rail worker, they say she was, right? Rail worker equals 58. Day numerology today for 50 is 58. Yeah? And we've got a numerology of 38. So we've got this is murder 163. Unbelievable. And then we've got the day numerology of 58 to go with rail worker. Rail worker death equals 78. Of course, Wuhan coronavirus equals 78. Of course, Wuhan coronavirus 93 as well. You got the 2 times 3 times 7 thing on the end there. Of course, they love to stamp the number 42 on black people. Of course, Black History Month. February equals 42. The only month in Gematria that equals the 42. Of course, Saturn again equals 42. And again, for her, she's a lady as well. So even more fitting with the feminine, female, lady, bitch, and daughter 24-42 relationship. And again, going back to Black History Month, of course, slavery, Negroes, and all these type of derogatory names and terms that specific creeds get labeled with do equate to these things. And more. If you go through the Black History Month playlist, Feel free, especially if you're black. I mean, shit. It's a mockery. And then we start to understand the mind schism. You know what I mean? That everybody's under, for the most part. 95%. Alright, so covered that, we covered that. Look how they've got 825 time def RIP 25. Unbelievable. There's the time again with the 37 that we spoke about. Def 38, def 25, we just spoke about that. Unbelievable. Fucking hell. Murder 38, 83. Def 97, murder 9. Def 97, murder 79. Again, coronavirus 155, like 1 minute 55. There it is right there. Now, coronavirus equals 56. Thug equals 56. Unbelievable. They say it was a thug that spat at her, right? Thug equals 20. And 52, like the reflection of 25, calls time def RIP. We just spoke about that. 20 and 25 got the 20 anyway. Unbelievable. The 16th prime is 53. We have the numerology of 53. COVID-19 equals 53. And then, of course, the prime relationship, which we already spoke of, in conjunction with the 142 with coronavirus. Unbelievable. So again, thug 56, coronavirus 56, right? Now, look at spat. And let's look at spat and let's look at thug. Spat 20 and 25 and 56 and 52. Thug 20, 56 and 52. 3 out of 4. Unbelievable. I know there's 5 there, but of course we've got the S exception up there. S exception up there. S, of course, is the 19th letter. And of course, single reduction, and you got full reduction. So, of course, bringing 1 and 9 goes down to 10. And then, of course, bringing it down all the way, single reduction. Oh, sorry, full reduction will be 1. 1 and 0 equals 1. So, railway worker equals 68. The 68th prime is 337, right? Rail worker, 68. Piers Stefan, his full name equals 337. See his name there? Go to the end, 337. And remember, on the date, we had the 113, yeah? Like his full name, 113. Unbelievable. Interestingly as well, Thug Spat equals 112, like Piers Morgan's full name. So there's that 1 month, 13 days, yeah? Unbelievable. And then his name also equals the rail worker 68, prime relationship with 337. See? Perfect. Of course, the famous, from his birthday as well to today with this story, 6 weeks, 3 days, of course, happy birthday 63. If you want to know why Boris Johnson said to sing happy birthday, go through the videos or feel free to read in the comments, as I already mentioned, or the description, and you will understand the mockery and the spell casting at hand. Piers Morgan equals 63. Piers Morgan equals 63. Unbelievable. I note the 72. That's going to come back as well in a second. Now, as I'm doing the decode, do you know what? I feel to do this in parts because I don't want to mess this up. I'm going to do this in parts, guys.